up here? Sorry about that.
You're good. Looks like that goes by Michael Jaime. Pijanowski, Newburg, and White out there. O'Toole and Harding. White with it along the far boards. Weird bounce in the corner. Pijanowski comes away with it. Centering to the middle. Cross ice to O'Toole. Shot off the skate. High. Newburg takes a hit in the corner. Puck comes high to Harding. Out of play. Puck high to O'Toole, shot, tipped out front. White sitting up high. Glenbard breaks out going the other direction. O'Toole and Harding back on D. Good stick there by O'Toole. Puck's in front, good stick lift there by Harding. That's going to be an icing.
Everybody want cheeseburger?
I'm sitting on it. Heads up! Varsity to the corner down there with Allman, I think. Ball comes out to Glenbard. It's going to be Pijanowski and Morgan back. Pass the middle. It's in the skates. Jaime comes back, takes it around the net. Allman trying to exit the zone, and it will. Newburg, White, Pijanowski. Guy gets by Rice. Sprouse behind the net. Pushes it to the corner. Pijanowski's there. Joe Bettles out. Sends it behind the net to Rice. All right, coming back second period here. Sorry I can't commentate the whole time. We'll start off with Chenier, Beachy, Merchant, Pijanowski, and Morgan. Newburg, White, Pijanowski, Sproul, and Rice. Goal! The goal, Ethan Newburg, assisted by Joe Pijanowski. Same five. Assisted by goal by Ethan Newburg, assisted by Joe Pijanowski and Charles Rice. What up, big guy? Warriors going to the power play. his goal by Josh Pijanowski, assisted by Jacob Morgan. All right, it's going to be Wolfhard, Van Rossum, Lauer, Harding, and O'Toole behind them. Glenbard comes away with it. Wolfhard knocks away in the middle. Lauer moving the puck up. Glenbard's got a 2-on-1. Loses the puck. Harding's got it. He's going to bring it forward. Lauer. Lauer enters the zone. Dingles around one. Moving to the middle. Shot across the crease. Glenbard looks to leave. O'Toole stops it. Sends it forward. Off of Lauer's stick behind the net. Van Rossum battling out front. Wolfhard just flips it up and over and goes over the net, and then he gets ran over the goalie. Warriors going to change. It's going to be another power play for the Warriors. Bring out PP1 with Morgan, Pijanowski, Newburg, and Chenier. Morgan, Pijanowski, Josh. Back to Newburg. Newburg high to Morgan. Newburg on the right. Morgan high. Josh on the left. Shot. Stop. Comes high to Morgan. He leaves it for Newburg. Newburg across to Morgan. Morgan walking in. Backside to Josh. Just off of his stick. Joby goes behind the net. Josh in the far corner. Dumps it behind to Joe. They look to send it out past Morgan. Morgan circling. Josh got it in the center ice. Glenbard tries to come away with it, but Joe's got it. Joe bringing it up the ice. Goes right down the middle. Chips it in on net. It's on the brakes, still circling. Has the puck in front. Glenbard's going to send it out. Morgan skating hard up the middle. Goes to the far side. He's going to settle it down. Oh, leaves it right there for Josh. Josh walking in. Newburg on the right side. Shot. Goes high into the glass off of a body. White keeps it down low. Moving to the center. Puck comes out high. It's going to exit the zone. Morgan to Josh. Back to Morgan. Forward to Rice. Rice walking in. Sends it across to White. Merchant's out there with him. O'Toole. Merchant leaves it low for White. White goes across, hits a body out in the middle. Glenbard's going to chip that out, and O'Toole has it. Out in front of us to the Rice. Rice dumps it in. Allman goes to work. Merchant circling, turning, shot off the goalie. Puck comes out. Even strength. O'Toole staying back for that one. Sticked away by Rice. Comes to the middle. Puck's loose in front. Rice moving up. And Rossum, Merchant with them. Shot. Up and over the goalie. Puck comes out to Rice. Settles it down, chips it. Warriors tag up. Glenbard going the other direction, one behind him. Good save there by Afseth. Spencer Afseth in net today. Puck in front. Goes wide of the net. Glenbard trying to cross. Tipped away by Wolfhart. Shot hit with a stick out front. Lauer has it. Turns, chips it out of the zone. And Rossum, Wolfhart, Lauer. Puck comes high to Rice. He'll throw it on net. Hits the goalie high in the chest. Back to Van Rossum on the far edge. Puck coming around. Sproul's out there now. He covers it. Shot. Hits a stick out front. Goes wide. That's Van Rossum battling forward over there. Wolfhart brings it to the middle. Puck goes to the corner. Van Rossum chips it out. Glenbard comes away going the other direction. Puck comes back. Sproul's going to chip it forward and out of the zone to Jaime. He's going to dump it in and give chase. Allman's the first one there. Takes a hit in the corner. Lauer goes the opposite corner. Takes a hit there. Glenbard comes away with it. Harding and Sproul out there on D right now. Good stick there by Harding. Harding's going to carry the puck forward. He's activated. Puck goes deep. Sproul's going to go behind the net for it. Comes with speed. Puts on the brakes. Spins back to Harding. Harding goes forward to Need. Need chips it out of the zone. That's a knee. No call. Yeah, there is a call. Warriors are going on the power play again with a trip. A little bit of debris on the ice. It's Warrior power play. Chenier, Pijanowski, and Morgan. Glenbard chips it out. Asif sends it forward to Morgan. Morgan back to Pijanowski. Pijanowski, Josh walking through, gets through a couple. Backhand, stopped. Puck goes the opposite side. Pijanowski goes down for that one. Sends it back around to Newburg on the near boards. Newburg up high to Morgan. Morgan back to Josh on the left side. Josh walking in. Shot in front. Stopped by a diving Glenbard player. Looking to carry it out on the shorty. Gets around a couple. Walking in. Sticked away from Josh Pijanowski behind. Morgan puts on the brakes. He's going to go forward to Pijanowski. Josh has it. Gets into the offensive zone. Newburg's on the near side. Pijanowski sends it high, and Glenbard comes away with it. And it looks like it's going to be another Glenbard penalty. Five on three for the next minute. Not sure who called the timeout there. Get a chance to see the crowd here. All right, Warriors run on 5-on-3. Chenier, Pijanowski, Newburg, and Morgan. Oh, Aryan. Morgan bring the puck in the offensive zone. Settles it down. Goes high and hits it out of the zone. Not good. Newburg back for it. Burning 5-on-3 time. Newburg coming forward. Leaves it, comes high to Morgan, cross ice to Pijanowski. Josh centers. Down to Newburg. Newburg looks to center. Oh, off the goalie. Morgan battling for it. Josh gets it high by the blue line. Walking in. Shot, hits the goalie. Backhand covered by the goalie. Puck comes up to Morgan. He's going to keep it high. Goes back to Josh. Josh high to Newburg. Newburg walking right side. Morgan back to Josh off of his stick. We're going to be 5-on-4 here, and we are 5-on-4 at this point. Newburg pass across to Morgan. Morgan shot. Goal! Jacob Morgan puts it where Grandma keeps the cookies, up the top shelf. Assisted by Josh Pijanowski and Ethan Newburg. So, second penalty comes off. Will be even strength. Puck bouncing around. Lauer has it. Brings it in the zone. Wolfhard steps outside, shot. Lauer keeps it, dumps it deep. Van Rossum comes in assist. Wolfhard's there for it, sends in front. Lauer's got it going behind the net. Tries to center, but Glenbard takes it away. And it looks like the Warriors are going to go on the kill now. Or is that just an offsides? Offsides. All right, Wolfhard, Van Rossum, Lauer, Sproul, and Rice. Mark sends it into Rice. He reverses it to Sproul. Sproul looks to bring it forward to Lauer. Lauer leaves it for Van Rossum. Comes back to Sproul. He pushes it forward to Lauer. Yeah, that's mine. Whatever. Wolfhard, side to Sproul. Slapper. Back door. Nope, it's out front. Nobody knows where it's at. That'll be nice. All right, Need, Allman, Jaime, Harding, O'Toole. Comes to Harding, he sends it to the far wall to Need. Need high to O'Toole, cross ice to Harding. Harding's gonna send it deep, wide of the net, goes down there, Need, sends one on net, comes off the goalie's skate. Glenbard looking to actually go the other direction. And Spencer will cover that up. Shot, kicked away by Spencer Assip. Puck going the other way. Need's got some space, goes around one, down to the corner. Shot high by O'Toole, it's wide. Need in the corner, centers it. Glenbard recovers it. And comes out of the zone. Hardy goes to a knee. O'Toole's back, 2-on-1. Shot, gloved initially, and then kicked to the corner. Allman, Need. Hardy in the corner. He's got a stick in his jersey. It's not going to make it for icing. Warriors going to change. Glenbard's going to look to stretch. That's going to be an icing. All right, Chenier, Bache, Merchant, Sproul, and Josh Pijanowski. Comes up to Chenier, he sends it back down low. Merchant going to work in the far corner. Puck's left on the far boards. Bache's in to help Merchant, trying to dig it out. Comes low to Glenbard. They send it around. Bache sends it high to Sproul, sends it back down. Still battling for it. Puck comes out. Now Rice has got one-on-one. High into the netting. Off of the stick of the defender. Puck's in the feet. Chenier covers it up with his feet. Goes back to Glenbard looking at the shot. Goes to the corner. Shot kicked away by Assip. Merchant going the other direction. Centers it. Comes back to Chenier. Oh, he fanned on it. Kicked away by Assip to the corner. Back behind to Josh. Josh pushes it. Flips it out of the zone. Glenbard controls. Newburg's out there now. Merchant, Chenier. Shot. Kicked away. Oh, right back to it. Oh, it's left on the doorstep. Good save by the goalie with the foot. Merchant battling low, comes behind. Chenier's got it. Sends it high to Pijanowski across to Morgan. Morgan down low to Chenier. Sticked away by Glenbard. Going the other direction. Shot high into the netting off of a stick. Chenier's coming out to pick up the fish, it looks like. Yeah, that's definitely a fish. Michael Chenier removing the fish from the ice. Yep, that just happened. That's why the official wasn't touching it. Puck's battled, one out by White. He sends it forward. Glenbard has it in their own defensive zone. Newburg giving pressure. They flip it forward. It does exit. Got Rice and Sproul throwing deep. There's a shot. Comes to Spencer. Sproul's just going to kick it out. It's going to go for an icing. All right, it's going to be Wolfhard, Lauer, Van Rossum, Sproul, and Rice. Wolfhard in for the faceoff, comes forward. Him and Sproul giving pressure on the far side. Puck comes back to the middle. Rice chips it out. Lauer looking to get it. Pops up in the air. Glenbard keeps it in the zone, sends it low. Sproul and Rice go behind the net. Debate who's going to take it. Rice takes it, sends it forward to Lauer. Lauer circling back, comes across ice to Sproul. He's got space. Walking in. Shot is wide. Lauer misses on that one. We're going the other direction. Wolfhard covering for both defensemen. Van Rossum's back there too. It's poked aside. Sproul grabs it, sends it forward to Van Rossum. Van Rossum to Lauer. Lauer bringing it in, leaves it for Rice, but it's taken away by Glenbard. Van Rossum with a good keep, leaves it for Rice. Shot high into the netting. All right, it's Michael Jaime, Need, Allman, Harding, and O'Toole. Michael keeps it in. Need gives the pressure. Allman on the near side. Glenbard slows it down, goes center ice. And the Warriors send it back down deep. So we'll grab another fish on the ice. I think that's a hat trick for the Fish. And it looks like we're gonna have offsetting penalties for the Warriors in Glenbard with 11 seconds to go in the period. And the coach is coming over to address the Fish on the ice. Coach Lee's going to address the crowd. No, he wouldn't be. There's only 12 seconds, so I'll probably just go to the locker room. Puck comes back, O'Toole's got it. And kill off the rest of the clock, that'll be the end of the period. That's going to be Merchant, Chenier, Bache, Pijanowski, and Morgan. Puck goes back to Glenbard. Warriors looking to protect a 5-1 lead. Merchant's the first one in. Glenbard looking to exit the zone. Send it forward. Morgan's going to give the defensive pressure there. Pushes them to the corner. Puck stops in the wet surface there. A little wet in the corner. Not moving like it should. Puck does finally come out and stopped at center ice by Glenbard. Back to the center looking for a shot. High. Comes off of Morgan's body. Merchant looking to move it up. Skating it, kicking it. Got stuck in the water. The Warriors are off and it's still stuck in the water. Puck comes out. Pijanowski will grab that one. Sends it behind the net. Morgan's there for it. He'll send it right back to Pijanowski. Pijanowski moving it up. Goes to Bache. Up to Chenier. Chenier's got one to beat. Puts on the brakes. Comes to the center. Dangles around one. And it's knocked away by Glenbard. Bache keeps it in the zone. Chenier giving pressure. Shot. Pad save. Gloved up by Spencer Assett. All right, it's going to be White, Newburg, Pijanowski, Sproul, and Rice. Comes back to Rice. Rice is pushing it around. Gives chase on the defensive side to the far corner. White comes in to assist. Pushes it around to the near side. Pijanowski will pick it up there. Joe Pijanowski bringing it up. Goes around one, goes to the corner. Down behind the net, looking to bring it forward. Gets knocked off the puck, but stays with it. Still has it. White leaves it for Rice, and he comes out of the offensive zone. White will bring it back in, but Newburg's offsides. Sorry. Just for talking.
You're fine. I can still pay attention.
All right, White, Pijanowski, Newburg, Sproul, and Rice. It's going to start over again. Try that one again. One more time. Glenbard comes away with it. Stick by Sproul. Pijanowski pushes it towards White. White walks in, gives it across ice to Newburg. Newburg shot. Oh, hits crossbar and out. Comes high to Sproul. He walks to the middle. Sends it off of a stick. Goes down to the near corner where Newburg goes to work. Pijanowski, Glenbard grabs it, sends it to the center of ice, and they're going the other direction. Rice will come over to put a body on a guy. Sends it back the other way. Kicks it. Now Pijanowski has it. He's got Newburg on the far side. Sends it across to Newburg. Off of his stick. He's pushed down. And we're going to have a stoppage there. If I had to guess, it's going to be one of each going. So it should be 5-on-5 with one piece going to the box. A rough and a rough 5-on-5 hockey. It's going to be Van Rossum, Wolfhard, Lauer, O'Toole, and Sproul. Wolfhard in for the faceoff. And we'll reset and try it again. Puck comes to Lauer. Sends it deep. Van Rossum goes to the far side, trying to cover it. Comes up high. Come to Sproul. He's going to send it back down low. Wolfhard will go for it. Leaves it behind for Van Rossum. Van Rossum back to Wolfhard. Wolfhard pushes it high to O'Toole. And another stoppage of play. It's going to be a hold on Glenbard. I think. Not sure. He's just going to keep pointing and not tell anybody. All right, Warriors going to go on the kill. They're going to call a hold on Wolfhard. Your initial kill is going to be Allman, Bache, Morgan, and O'Toole. Glenbard high, comes off of Bache's legs, looking across. Glenbard spreading out. Shot deflected by Allman. O'Toole goes to the corner. Puck comes high to Allman. Trying to center it. It's kicked away from a couple people trying to go backhand. Bache's got it, and that's going to be Allman flipping it, but doesn't get it out of the zone. Bache giving pressure, and that's going to be out of the zone. Allman will give chase. Pijanowski jumped on the ice for O'Toole. Puck leaves the zone again for Glenbard goes back for it. New offense out there. It's going to be Merchant and Michael Jaime. Comes back to Pijanowski and he sends it out. Jaime giving pressure. Tried to center, but it's not the way. That's going to be Pijanowski sending it forward to Merchant. He's got a little action. Tries to get around one. That's upended. Sproul comes back, pushes the guy outside. The guy goes into the official. Puck's still knocked away. Sproul still push him off the side. He'll put him into the boards. Sproul gets up. Pijanowski's in there, I believe. And Warriors going to go on another kill. Sproul's going to get called for a penalty for a rough. First penalty is going to kill off, though, it seems like. Before the Warriors, actually, they should have let the Warriors touch it. Get a little 5-on-3 action, but now it's going to be 5-on-4. 6-on-4, 6-on-5 right now. Somebody's got to step up, get the puck, shot, glove save by Spencer, no problem. They call interference on Sproul. All right, Rice is in there. Turns, sends one hard off the glass, hits a body though. Allman, Bache, and O'Toole with him. Down low. Rice going after it. Pushing. Cross ice. Allman high. O'Toole battling. Comes up. Shot. It's going to be gloved. Oh, by Rice. Goes over the goal. Looking to dangle around, gets knocked away. Now Rice goes to the corner. He's got it. That's going to be out of the zone. 1:22 to go here on the kill. Ball coming in. Rice goes over to the side. O'Toole's going to come up. He'll send it up and out of the zone. Puck comes back again into the, it's going to be an icing. Well, the crowd's died down now. It's just a single row around the rink instead of about a 10-row viewing crowd on the first floor. 55 seconds to go on the kill here. 11:13 to go in the game. Lauer and Wolfhard out there with Harding and Morgan. Glenbard brings it forward. Shot goes high over the net. Morgan in the corner puts the body on a guy, sets him down. Walk high. Wolfhard deflecting, defending. Morgan puts another guy on the boards. Wolfhard blocks it, comes out of the zone. Nice block by Alex. About 20 seconds to go on the kill here. Morgan goes back, battling for it. Sends it in the far corner, sends it up and out. That's going to do it for the kill. 10 seconds probably. Well, Glenbard's going to get one more chance at it, looks like. Walking in, and we are now officially 5-on-5. Spencer's going to kick that one behind the net, leave it for Rice. Rice is going to put on the brakes, circle, come back to Lauer. Lauer goes up ice. Got some space here for Chenier. He's got one to beat. Walking, shot. Oh, pad save, or glove save. Glenbard comes away with it. Well, entanglement on the other side. Comes to, and they're just going to send both of them to the box. Offsetting penalties, rough and a rough. All right, it's going to be 5-on-5. It's going to be White, Newburg, and Pijanowski with Pijanowski and Rice. Rice goes back with it, sends it forward, comes to Pijanowski. Pijanowski kicks it forward to Newburg. Newburg in the offensive zone, pushes it forward to Joe. Back out to the far corner. Newburg behind the net, leaves it for Joe. Joe in the near corner. Takes a rough ride, comes up. Glenbard going the other direction. O'Toole and Pijanowski back on D. Looking to center, leave it for, but O'Toole's going to step up and knock that away, and Newburg's got it. He sends it back to White, off of his stick. The Warriors grab it, and O'Toole's going to send it forward to Joe Pijanowski and back to O'Toole. O'Toole cross ice to Josh Pijanowski. He goes and sends it up ice. Glenbard kicks it in the offensive zone on net, and they'll glove it and stop it. It's going to be White, Newburg, and Pijanowski, Harding, and O'Toole. White centers it, comes up high. It's going to exit the zone, and Harding will come back for it. Harding across ice to O'Toole. O'Toole dumps it in. High, and now the zone to O'Toole. He'll just dump it right back in. The Warriors let the tag up, and they do. White giving the initial pressure. Center comes all the way out to Harding. Gets his stick on it, sends it back to White. White sidesteps a hit. Shot covered up. Puck goes to the corner for Rice. He's left alone with it. Has time and space, comes off the boards to Allman, but bad geometry, comes back to Glenbard. Good stick there by Michael Jaime. Has it. Oh, another shot on net. That's Allman going down behind the net, working. Comes up to Need. Need has it, sends it to the goalie, and that'll be stopped. Same five, Sproul, Rice on D with Allman, Jaime, and Need. Puck one to the goalie, but the defender grabs it out in front. Rice is going to step up, takes a shot, wide of the net. Sproul loses an edge. He'll have to get up and go. Allman covering for him. Sproul loses it again. I think his blade might be out. Big hit there, and they're going to call it rough. Knee goes to the box. Warriors go on the kill. Shot tipped out front by Morgan, knocked to the side, and Pijanowski takes it and launches it. Glenbard resets. That's Lauer giving the initial pressure. He's out there with Wolfhart. Morgan and Pijanowski behind him. That'll be offsides. Wolfhart giving pressure, comes to Lauer, comes out of the zone. Guy looks for a hit instead of playing the puck. Oh! Glenbard sends it off the back of the net. Up ice. Pijanowski grabs it there. He's going to chip it forward. He's going to carry it into the zone for... It's Morgan, tips it away. Pijanowski with the broken stick, so he's got to come off. Goes and grabs one. Walks right back in. Spencer gloves it. All right, new four out there. It's going to be O'Toole, Harding, Merchant, and Allman. Wide shot. Harding has it. He'll launch it. Minute to go. Puck's going to be deep. O'Toole's going to take that, settle it down, go behind the net. Loses it. Got a guy coming down the middle. Trying to centering it. Nice little save there by Spencer. Glenbard wins it forward, centers it. Puck is lost though, and that'll be Merchant sending it down to the other end. Allman with Merchant, Sproul and Rice behind him on D. A little lift there. Merchant puts a guy down. No call. Rice is going to the corner. Pins him, comes through for the puck. And now they're going to call a penalty. Pretty much they're going to call any hitting at this point. Call a rough on Matthew Merchant. Warriors go 5-on-3 for 12 seconds. Comes high. Wolfhart. Morgan's out there with O'Toole. Morgan blocks it. It goes to the corner, and he's going to send that deep. Good job by Jacob Morgan. Kills off the first penalty. Wolfhart, Bache. Bache's going to turn. Oh, sends it into a body. Still bounces up and goes into the penalty box. Neutral zone face-off here at center ice. Bache in the center of two guys battling for it. Puck comes back deep to O'Toole, and he'll send it off the glass and back down to the other end. Puck comes out. That'll be nice. I think Sproul's got something wrong with his skate. Can't keep an edge. Pijanowski giving pressure. Puck goes opposite side. Lowers can get that and send it deep. Lauer takes a hit. They're not going to call anything. Shot high over the net, bouncing back off the back of the net. High off the glass, they glove it down and keep it. Shot, hard shot through the crease. Not on net though. Once again, deep and wide. In the middle, kicked away by Afseth. Nice little save there. Lauer kicks it, and he's going the other direction. Well, that's a hold. Oh, Pijanowski sends one off of the helmet. Chenier's just going to take it back and settle it down. Actually, he'll turn, leave it for Morgan. Morgan's going up ice. He's going to go to Merchant. Merchant's looking to carry it in. He's got 3 guys on him. They're all trying to hit. He's just going to keep going right around him, send it right up the middle. It's going to come right down to Rice. Rice walking in, shot, pad, save. 2-on-1 going the other direction. Oh, no. High one off the post, crossbar it looked like, and the next one's wide. It's going to be Chenier carrying it in. Too much speed for them, centers it. And Glenbard's going the other direction. Morgan's back on defense. He'll stick it away. Leave it for Merchant. Puck is lost. They go back door, but it's knocked away by Rice. Chenier. Bachi, and puck comes right back to Morgan. Up to Rice. Rice forward. Shot, kicked away by Afseth. Good save there by him. Newburg out there with Chenier. It's going to be White, Newburg, Harding, and whole tool back on with Pijanowski. Harding takes a little rough ride. He's all right. White sends it to the near corner. And that's going to be an icing. White in for the face-off. Pijanowski, puck one back. Glenbard shot high. Field goal's good. A little stick down there by Harding. Newburg leaves it for Pijanowski. Joe walking in. Shot. Oh, almost got 5-0, but stopped by the goalie. Tool sends it deep. Pijanowski battling for it. White's got it. Goes Pijanowski back to Newburg. Newburg open net. Goal. And now we can have a running clock. So that's going to be Ethan Newburg assisted by Joe Pijanowski and Logan White. What's up, sir? All right, Michael Jaime, Landon Need, Max Allman, Josh Pijanowski, and Jacob Morgan. Back to Morgan, sends it forward to Need. Back down to Josh. Josh has it. Goes around the net, leaves it for Morgan. Morgan fans on it, but then takes it back the other direction, sends it up the ice to Josh. Right back to Glenbard. Actually comes to Need. He's going to walk down the middle. 42 seconds to go in the game. Morgan, shot. Saved by the goalie. Going to exit, does come out of the zone, goes to Josh. Morgan's got it, sends it back in deep. Glenbard with one more last rush here, 3-on-2. Center it. And he's going to send it around. 10 seconds to go, shot high into the netting. And that'll be the end of the game, we'll run it out. All right, Warriors win 6-1. Spencer Ath with, according to me, 22 saves on 23 shots, but I might have been off on that. That might have been a little low.